on 2nd and 7. Cousins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Check, crouch. Lean up, 48. Check. Under crunch.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before...
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
We better not.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Watch out. Land 50. What's that? 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, we're pretty quiet. 300.
Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Joker. Hey, flipper. Check 37.
Cousins now from the 50. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Christian Kirksey drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check three.
On 2nd down, Cook. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Good. 180. 40 to Mike. 40 to Mike. Hurry, hurry.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Off the play fake, Cousins. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. All right, now here we go. 36.
Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Switch.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Watch twins. Say.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Real. 54. Let's go one more. Hurry. Switch.
On second down now, it's Hunt. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
He finds Beckham complete, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Regular. Hey, echo. Yo. Hey, watch that.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
King. Let's go. Hey, watch out. Go. Line 54. Get in the way. Hey, we're 33. Under 10.
Mayfield on first down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Joseph is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down, But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Good route here. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Know your job. Right there.
Third and long for Cousins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And it's fielded at the 34. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. The 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Fofo's the mic. Mike Fofo. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this Browns defense stands tall.
180.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 43 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards, a first down. On play action, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Browns' drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Bravo! Kill. Regular.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Returnable here for Callaway. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.